Hi guys, it's Tiffany. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of old favorites. A lot of these products I haven't played around with in a very long time. That's what happens when you have accumulated way too much makeup, so I suggest never do that because all these amazing products go like unused for like so long. So yeah, I'm really excited to dive into the products today. And so yeah, nothing too crazy today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell to join my little family. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So for primer, I have not used my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip primer in a very long time. I've been using my e.l.f. Mint primer as my gripping primer lately, so I've been neglecting this guy for so long. It's just because the e.l.f. one is literally the exact same thing, except it has that really nice cooling effect on my skin, which I love, and it smells like mint. So it has a few pros over this one. I mean, don't get me wrong, this one's still really good and it's still really hydrating. I think the e.l.f. one is just a little bit more fun. We love gripping hydrating primers on this channel. One of my favorite types of primers. For foundation, I'm gonna be using my M Cosmetics Daydream Cushion. I haven't used this in so long, but instead of using the little sponge in here, I am going to be using just my Haley's Beauty blender and just dabbing it in here. Actually, let me try a brush first because this is like a tinted SPF, so I want to maximize the coverage. I really need to clean my brushes. I have like no complexion brushes anymore. Okay, so I'm just digging my brush in here. Oh yeah, I think this actually will work out a lot better than a sponge. I just feel like my sponge is just gonna soak up the product but not transfer any back on my skin. But this is looking so pretty. I really do enjoy this cushion foundation. I hate myself for not using it more. I just forget about it because it's not like your typical foundation. Like, it's like my cushion foundation that's pushed all the way in the back of my makeup drawer, so I tend to forget about it very easily. But it's a tinted SPF, it's good for my skin, so I really need to utilize this more. But yeah, who doesn't love a good tinted SPF? Like, if I could wear SPF as my foundation, I would every day. It's just I don't wear makeup every day, so alright, so there we have the foundation on and it looks gorgeous. I am loving the way this looks right now. I have completely forgotten how amazing this cushion foundation is. And yeah, this is exactly why I am doing this video, to test out these products that I love so dearly and I have forgotten about. Now for concealer, I'm going to be going in with the Rare Beauty concealer. I haven't used this in so long, but I do remember really loving it back then. So I'm excited to use it again today because I honestly don't remember what my thoughts were on it. It's been that long. I do remember it to be very natural and quite hydrating and super lightweight, but we will see. I'm gonna go with my Haley Beauty sponge, which I have been loving. Oh yeah, beautiful. This is just absolutely beautiful. Blending very easily. It doesn't look drying on my skin at all. Honestly, Rare Beauty kills it with everything. Like, I think they do everything phenomenally. Anyways, moving on. For cream blush, I am going to be using the Glossier Cloud Paint. I have not used this in a hot long minute. So the shade I am using is Puff, and it's like a really nice cool toned baby pink. This has less pigment than what I remember. Not to say that it has no pigment, like there obviously is something there, but I just remember it being so much more pigmented back then. But I mean, my makeup was a lot more natural then as opposed to now, but it is super pretty. I think this would look so pretty underneath a powder blush, which is what we're going to do today. So for cream bronzer, I'm going to be using my Tarte Sea Breezy cream bronzer in the shade Seychelles. This was one of my absolute favorite bronzers, but I just tend to forget about it because I just have other ones that I just like so much, like the Fenty one. That one is like the one that I always reach for, and my Charlotte Tilbury liquid bronzer, the contour wand. So those are like my go-to, and then this one just kind of falls into like the shadow and I forget about it for a long time, but it's so good. Look at that. I look so bronzed and contoured at the same time. I love the shade of this because it's not too warm and it's not too cool toned, so I think it's like perfect for me. But yeah, it's a really pretty cream bronzer. Now to set my under eyes, I'm going in with the Glossier Wowder. I used this like 2 or 3 times after I got it initially, and then I just like stopped using it. So I'm gonna use it again because I do really like this powder. I don't know why I stopped using it. So I'm just gonna take this on my favorite e.l.f. concealer sponge and press this into my under eyes. Oh my god, I remember why I love this powder so much. It's so softening and just blurring without leaving like a really obvious powder residue. Like I've said before, this is the loose version of the Kosas Cloud Set, and guys, I live by that. Do you guys see how blurring it is? Like after applying it, it's just completely blurred my under eyes. Okay, I look kind of crazy right now, but that's just because I feel like my skin looks so incredibly blurred, which is crazy, but I really like it. So let's just go ahead and add the blush and the bronzer because I feel like I look crazy right now. Okay, so I went ahead and did my nose contour and highlight. So moving on to bronzer. This bronzer is by the brand Found Beauty. You can get it at Walmart, and this is their baked bronzing powder in the shade 50 Golden Bronze. And honestly, it reminds me so much of the new Huda Beauty Glow-ish bronzers, but this one's actually been out for a very long time. I've never tried out the Huda Beauty one. I want to, but maybe this is a possible dupe. So yeah, I really do like this bronzer. I used to use it all the time back then when I first discovered it, and it's so pretty and glowy and really warm and bronzy. So a really good bronzer from the drugstore. For powder blush, I am going to be pulling out my BH Bellini blush palette. This has 6 beautiful shades, and they're all quite different, so they're really pretty. You got pinks, corals, oranges, peaches, everything in here. But today I'm going to use the light pink shade in the shade Georgia Peach up here. I've actually never used this light shade before. I've only used like the darker shades, but as you guys know, I've been super into like baby pinks lately. It just gives you such like a baby doll blush look, which I love. I've been meaning to buy the Kylie Cosmetics one, but that one sold out. But wow, this gave me like the perfect baby doll blush that I was hoping it would give me. I'm so happy with that. So probably gonna be using the shade a lot because I've been really wanting like just a really light baby pink, and this is perfect, spot on, exactly what I was hoping for. So yeah, really liked this. I used this all the time back then, especially during the fall. So this was one of my favorite blush palettes. For highlight on my cheek, I used to love this Too Faced Ray of Light highlighter. I mean, I still love it. I just never use it because, as you guys know, I don't really highlight my cheeks anymore. But I used to love this because this is such a smooth, subtle, natural highlighter. And it's also not powdery. Like, it's very compact and velvety. So see, it just gives me the prettiest, smallest amount of sheen. It's so incredibly gorgeous. Like, this is exactly what I want out of a cheek highlighter. It's just a really natural sheen like this, and this does that. And I love that this is like a rose gold, because then it matches my skin tone very well and it's not too white. I don't like that. So yeah, this is really pretty. So I just went ahead and did my brows off camera using my trusty Kosas Air Brow. I just can't seem to use anything else. This is like the only thing that works for my stubborn brows and gets them to look fluffy. So that's the one thing I'm committing to. But now onto eyeshadow. I have not used my Anastasia Norvina palette in a long time, and I used to love this palette so much. I love all the pinks and purples in this palette. Like, it's just so me. So I think I'm just gonna create a really fun look with this. I'm gonna use this shade Love in the middle. It's like a really nice pretty pink, and use that all over my lid. Now I'm gonna use this dark brown shade Volatile, and I'm gonna put that on the outer part of my eye. Now for the fun part, the shimmers. I think I'm actually gonna keep the look matte today actually, so yeah, sorry about that. Sorry if I got your guys' hopes up. Now for mascara, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Bambi Eye Mascara. This used to be one of my holy grails. I used this mascara every day for like a month just because I loved the way that it made my lashes look. It really does make you look like that just doe-eyed Bambi. Like, it curls the ends of your lashes amazingly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this really quickly. I remember one reason why I didn't like this mascara was because the wand or the applicator is so big. I always get mascara on my eyelids somehow, so that's a downfall. Now moving on to lips, I'm gonna go ahead and use this e.l.f. liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Praline, and this was like my favorite back then when I started getting really into makeup again. Oh, the color is just so gorgeous. It's like a really nice dark nude, and this is just so creamy upon application. I also love the pointy applicator. It makes applying this easy. Really allows you to get into those edges. So this is what the color looks like matte. It's really pretty, really dark. It's like a dark nude. So yeah, I just love the color. But I'm gonna go in with a gloss today, and the one I'm going in with is one of my old favorites, the Tower 28 lip glosses or lip jellies in the shade Oat. I have not used these in a hot minute just because I've been exploring other lip glosses, and you guys know how addicted I was to these Tower 28 lip jellies, so I thought maybe this would lighten it up a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be doing much. These lip jellies are definitely more for like wearing on their own as opposed to being a lip topper, but I thought I would give it a try today. It's not really working out. I mean, it made my lips look a little bit more nudie, I guess, but I'm not really digging this lip combo. It's not my favorite. But overall, the lip jellies are just so comfortable. Just, I forgot how nourishing and just how great they feel on the actual lips. It doesn't even feel like I'm wearing anything. So yeah, really nice formula. Actually, the lip combo doesn't look too bad. So I'm actually really liking it now, and it matches my eye makeup amazingly today, so that's a good thing. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was me testing out old favorites. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one.